Recognize this? This little container? It has pretzels in it. But we're actually not talking about Beachbody today. We are all going to join an opportunity call for It Works. So I have not tackled It Works yet. So go grab a snack, grab a drink, get comfy, and let's watch this together.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to.
Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bethany. I'm an opera singer. I was in Beachbody from 2014 to 2021, and now I debunk all the MLM nonsense as well as manifestation, personal development, all the kinds of like crazy coaches that are out there on social media trying to get rich off of exploiting you. So if that is something that you're interested in, I hope that you'll stick around. I hope you'll like this video. If you liked it, and leave a comment because we're going to get into it today. So I was sent this from one of you guys and I was like, it works. I have not heard about It Works for a while. I remember them when I was in Beachbody. I remember hearing about them. There were a couple of people that I wanted to recruit for my team. I remember being especially irritated that a personal trainer that I knew in real life, I was trying to recruit for my Beachbody team, and she briefly joined It Works, but didn't stay there for very long. And I just remember the reps. At the time, all that they were known for, or at least all that I was aware of, were the wraps, which is like basically like a saran wrap thing you wrap around your stomach, and it just like makes you sweat a lot, and so it makes you look thinner momentarily. Like it doesn't last very long because you're just sweating out whatever water that you're retaining. So apparently you can get them done at like spas and stuff. Like you can get body wraps and it'll make you look skinnier for a few days because it'll just kind of like get you to sweat out like a lot of water. So don't try it at home. Don't saran wrap yourself and then just like hang out in saran wrap all day. Wouldn't recommend it. But like I showed you at the beginning of the video, this is I still have most of my containers. I had several sets of containers from Beachbody, 21 Day Fix, Ultimate Portion Fix, etc. And now I use them for snacking containers. They actually come in really handy for snacking or for like taking food to work, especially the blue and the green. Do I know my colors? The blue and the orange ones. The blue was for like cheese and avocado, and the orange was for like salad dressings and stuff. But they really do, like the orange ones are a really great amount of dressing. I'm not gonna lie. And the blue one is good for bringing like hummus or dips or anything. But this is full of pretzels because I don't care. One of the things that I love to do is also to use a container for the wrong macro. It's like, you can't tell me what to do, Autumn Calabrese. I'm gonna put carbs in this protein container. So I sometimes do that. So anyway, I've got my Pop Daddy garlic parmesan pretzels, and I have my water, my emotional sport water bottle. I got a new sticker. It says support public libraries. Very passionate about that. So let's get into today's video. I went to It Works' website to see what are they up to. What are they up to these days? And I made the prediction that it would be supplements, and I was absolutely right. They just have a bunch of supplements. And also, this is totally messing up my algorithm looking up all this stuff. But no cookies. I do not accept cookies. Not from It Works. Please don't. No, I don't accept cookies. You're not going to be able to track me. Don't do it. Okay, so It Works now has several categories. Weight control, which has slimming trio essentials system, It looks like, oof, you can get a 3-month subscription of $98 per month. It's just like gummies. It doesn't describe. There's a pill you can take. There's a gummy. Next Gen Fat Burn 2.0, enhanced fat burning, advanced appetite control, and whatever this is, slimming gummies, shrink hips and waists, apple cider vinegar. Okay. They have a gut health section, 30-day gut reset essentials system. They have, and they all say like tummy flattening, healthy lifestyle, collagen ultra, skinny hydrate, superfood smoothie. They have that. And they have their own coffee. They have beauty. That's where you can find the wrap. So they do still have the wrap. Healthy hair and body. Because of course, all of these MLMs have to jump into other areas where they weren't originally. They need more products in different areas because they need more stuff to sell to their own reps because those are the primary customers. So that's a little bit of it works. I saw, when I looked at it on my computer, I saw that they were comparing themselves to GLP-1s. Oh, look at this. SLMR. So this is the 3 things you get. 1 SLMR, 1 SKNY, 1 TFXX. Targets stubborn problem areas like belly fat and love handles. Increase your appetite control with continued use. Boost your metabolism and burn fat. Okay. I'm not a personal trainer like Erin B's, but even I know you can't target stubborn problem areas like belly fat. Like when you lose weight, it's just wherever your body decides to burn fat from is where it decides to burn fat from. You can't control that. You can work certain muscles to try to get muscle tone, but it doesn't mean that your body's going to burn fat from that area. I'm sorry to break it to you. So this is what we're dealing with. I immediately had like a full body cringe. I'm like, this company is so scammy. All the scammy supplements, not even pretending to have meal plans or nutrition, workout programs. It's all just supplements. And this is something that I used to say when I was in Beachbody, and I actually still think I'm right about. I have not changed my mind since leaving Beachbody. Do I think Beachbody was a scammy MLM and they're still up to a lot of sketchy shenanigans, as you saw in my last video? Yes, absolutely. However, they advertised weight loss and they sold actual products that would get you to lose weight, which were meal plans that put you in a calorie deficit and workout programs. And of course, we can critique those meal plans and those workout programs till the cows come home, but supplements are kind of the last thing that you need to lose weight or for any type of fitness goal that you have, whether that's to lose weight, build muscle, be able to run farther, be able to increase your flexibility, whatever fitness goal you have in your life, everything that you have, you can get for free. And a supplement is just going to be like the kind of last thing if you have the money for it. If you want something, a little more protein or a little more energy boost, like a pre-workout or something like that, then sure, you can have supplements. But it's the last thing. It's not what gets you the result. It is just like a fun tool in your kit. And sometimes it's a placebo effect. So I said that when I was in Beachbody to, talk about the competition, the other MLMs that were supplement MLMs. And I was still right about that. Like, Beachbody was better than it works. I mean, we're comparing terribly unethical companies to each other. So, but just strictly looking at what is going to get you the physical result of losing weight, it's the food and the fitness. That's the truth. So anyway, just so you know, my cat is in here with me. So if you catch me looking over here to the side lovingly, it's because she is sleeping in the box of Christmas decorations that we don't have anywhere else to put but in our guest room. So she's real cute, and I will be sure to pay the cat tax. So without further ado, let's get into this It Works live opportunity call. Okay, does everyone have a snack? Let's settle in and let's get going here.
Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I'm so excited for the very first Michigan Meet It Works event. I am overjoyed. So my name is Mandy Etzner. I've been in the business now for 4 years. I started out, at the time I was unemployed because of the pandemic, and I have 2 young kiddos, and
I'm still chewing, but that's a really big red flag. They caught her because she was unemployed due to the panini. So already we all saw MLMs kind of spiked in 2020, and they have been descending ever since. People in MLMs prey on desperation, and they exploit people who are vulnerable. So let's keep going.
with the schooling and everything, it was struggle, right? It was a struggle for everybody at that point.
I also do want to say before we continue that I'm sorry. I'll try to turn her up as much as possible. She's not mic'd. She's in a room. She's presenting live to people there in person, and she is also live on her social media, and we're watching what was posted to her social media because obviously none of us were there in person. If you were, please leave a comment. I would love to know what else happened that we don't have access to. But yeah, so we'll do the best we can with the sound.
I was broke and broken, and I didn't know what to do next. And I saw a girl posting on social media, seemed really happy, earning some extra money right from her phone. I'm like, well, this is perfect. So I decided to jump in. And at the same time, I joined this business. I also started my full-time job. So in addition to doing this from the comfort of my phone, earning extra income, I do work full-time as well. So, and I have 2 young kids, so anybody can do it. You don't have to have a bunch of free time, and that's what I love about this business. The community is unmatched, and we're just all here for one another.
You won't have any free time. You won't have any free time. Maybe I should. This is why I don't normally eat when I film, but I'm looking at this presentation, and I'm like, I'm gonna need a snack. I'm gonna need a snack to get through it. But how long do you think it took her to come up with the phrase, "I was broke and broken"? I bet she was really proud of that. I bet a lot of people on her team use that too. But look, you're not gonna have any free time. You have a full-time job, you have 2 young kids, and every spare moment, every nook and cranny of your day is spent trying to invite people to It Works. Imagine if you didn't have It Works. You didn't have to do this on a Friday night or whatever night of the week this was. You could just, instead of doing this for 40 minutes, you could watch 2 episodes of The Office. You could watch an episode of Gilmore Girls and get in the mood for fall. By the way, I'm looking ahead at the weather. I got so excited because starting tomorrow, the high is 73, and then every day next week, the high is 70. I'm really excited. It's almost fall, you guys.
To support one another and help each other out, and that's what this is all about, for sure. So It Works started in 2001. It is a family founded.
The community is only there for you as long as you toe the line. As soon as you start questioning anything, as soon as you point out that, your upline is making a ton of money and you're working so hard and they're not making any, well, that's your mindset. That's your own limiting belief. Oh, you decide to not hold your rank anymore. The rank that you were holding that was getting your upline there. For example, once I fell out of Diamond, because I'll tell you a secret, in Beachbody, they push Diamond so much. I mean, Beachbody's not an MLM anymore, but I'm sure that this applies to other MLMs. If there's a certain rank that they push a lot, it's not because you make a ton of money at that rank. It's because you hitting that rank is the only way your upline can rank advance. You are what gets them their rank. So in Beachbody, it was Diamond, because once you go Diamond, the only way you can rank advance is to go 1-star Diamond, 2-star Diamond, 3-star Diamond, etc. Those 1, 2, 3 stars, those are all diamonds under you. So you push Diamond and you make it seem like this big thing so that people below you will go Diamond so you can rank advance. And like, it's the amount of diamonds under you that give you elite points so you can go elite that year, that give you the certain rank to hit elite, that you qualify you for quarterly bonuses, all of that stuff. So you start to realize when your coach is like, we're an elite team this year, yay. It's like, like you are the only one who gets all those benefits. But then if you come to her with like, I'm working really hard and I'm not hitting this, then she's like, well, everyone's responsible for their own success. Or this person under me is frustrated because they're working really hard, but I'm making more money than them. Oh, everyone's responsible for their own success. But then when she wants to hit elite, she's like, I need 4 women to run with me so we can hit elite this year. And we're a team. And it's just like, okay, which one is it, babe? Which one is it? Yes, I'm talking about Meredith Gannow. She blocked me, so no point not saying her name, am I right? All I can see is her little ear. Hi, baby. All I can see is her little ear poking up above the box that she's sleeping in. Having a cat is the best. If you don't have one, I highly recommend it. It's great. And if you can't afford one, or you don't want to commit to 20 plus years, I highly suggest fostering. Your local shelter always needs fosters. And then you get to be a parent to dozens of cats. And you get to, send them to their permanent homes and see their happy endings. And sometimes the people who adopted them send you updates and text you pictures of them. And I always care about every cat that I fostered. I love getting updates from their permanent adopters, but that's neither here nor there. Let's let her keep cooking.
Yeah, and that is a mushroom-based coffee, and I don't know if you know about the science behind mushrooms. It can help with mental health, mental clarity, mental focus. Yes, this has caffeine in it, but it's not a bunch of caffeine. It's just enough, and it's not a super strong coffee flavor either. And so if you're not like a huge, like, I don't really like the taste of coffee, that's okay. Like, this is more of an earthy, like, tea type of flavor. And then our Skinny Hydrate, you've heard of like liquid IV and stuff like that, but we have something that's even better.
I'm sorry, that sounds disgusting. And I don't even like coffee. I've told you guys I would rather just have tea or chai or hot chocolate or anything, but like an earthy mushroom coffee? Ugh. So gross. I'm not a mushroom person, but like just make some beef stroganoff. Like just put some mushrooms in whatever, a casserole on your pizza, and like just drink your coffee in the morning. It's fine. We looked that up a couple videos ago. Coffee, what is with MLM huns and being like, coffee is bad, you must replace it with an MLM supplement? There's nothing wrong with coffee, unless you specifically have a problem with coffee.
It's all natural. It has a little bit of caffeine in it, so it will help burn fat along, hydrating you, because it's got 5 different electrolytes in it. Beauty. So hair, skin, and nails. Everybody has skin, right? So, for example, hair, skin, and nails helps exactly with that. And it's backed by science. The stuff you see in the stores is not this. This is something much better, and I totally live by it. I'm 44, and when, those transition as you're getting older and maybe perimenopause, you start like losing your hair a little bit. So this has helped me. Defining gel in the middle. You guys, I put this.
Oh my gosh, you guys, take a shot. They're preying on the perimenopausal women again. I swear to Lucifer, like, this is hitting all of the points that just drive me crazy. Like, we're in beauty products. Also, have you noticed the whole time she's been like, oh, this is just better than everything else. This product is like Liquid IV, but better. These beauty products are better than what's in the store. And it's like, are they? Then why aren't they more successful than what's in the store? Why have none of my friends talked to me about it works? I'm in my 30s. Like, I have friends in my 40s. I do community theater. When you do community theater, you're friends with like ages 7 to 77. It's like there's a whole cross section of people in the community. And no one has ever told me about It Works products. And I live in a big city. I live in Chicago. How come no one has ever told me about It Works products? No one who's not selling it. You know how you know a product is good? When people just recommend it because they like it. Like I finished them already. I finished my Pop Daddy pretzels. I think they're like a local snack company, but if you have any near you, you should try the garlic parmesan pretzels. They're really good. I don't make any money from that. Like, you know something works, like you have friends that recommend the skincare that they like. You know, it's not, if people talk about if something it'll go viral on TikTok, you know, even if it doesn't work that well. Why haven't any Works products gone viral on TikTok? Because the standard for what can go viral on TikTok is something that is like medium okay at doing what it's supposed to do. So TikTok viral products, some of them can be really great and they absolutely deserve to go viral. And some of them like, how did this go viral? Like, what? Is everyone crazy? I don't know. I'm a millennial. I'm not hip. I'm very cringe. So be that as it may.
On my inner and outer thighs, my belly, and it tones and tightens and it smooths things out. You know, everybody has cellulite. That's okay. But if you have defining gel, it helps smooth it out. And as well as our firm gummies, I mean, like they say, anybody with skin needs to be taking it because it will help firm and just make your skin more youthful. And Skinny Wraps, that's our flagship product. That's the product we started with. And it's been rebranded and reformulated so it's even stronger. And
no, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. Like, that's... No. Like, obviously, no. I can't... It's just also... Oh, my gosh. I feel it. I feel it coming. I feel it building inside me. A feminist rant. It's coming. The feminist rants and the socialist rants are frequent on my channel because we're covering MLMs. But, like, so many MLM products are just so misogynistic. And the whole MLM structure, they're like, we're women and we're this community of women and like girl bosses and like helping women make money and helping women change their lives. And it's like, no, it's like exploiting women, not only through the business model, but also through the products that are just, so many of the products are like, okay, lose weight, get as thin as possible. Also, your skin is bad. You're getting older and that's bad. So you need this to fix your skin and look younger. Also, you have cellulite and you shouldn't have cellulite. That's bad. So we have a product for that too. Like, you suck as a person. Everything about you is gross and ugly. And we have like all the products. And I know like the beauty industry as a whole has that problem. Like, I mean, there's a whole anti-aging industry, which is like, that is such a funny term to me, anti-aging, because it's like, that's anti-living. Like, if you're living, you're aging. That could be a whole rant of its own, but it's just like, I get it. I really liked, for a while, I listened to the podcast, The Guilty Feminist. I kind of fell off of it for a while, but I did see a live recording of it when she came to Chicago, and the whole thing is like kind of, you know, wrestling with the hypocrisies and the contradictions of like being a modern woman and also being a feminist. So it's like, yes, I mean, look at me. I've got a full beat. Like, I definitely participate in the beauty industry and in beauty standards and whatnot, but I'm also a feminist and I also call it out. And it's like, sometimes it just gets hairy in there, but MLMs are just like misogynistic, like top to bottom. And like all of the products that she's talking about are so unnecessary. Like, none of them are something you need. Literally none of them. they're not even like a multivitamin or like a supplement that's like a vitamin B supplement or an iron supplement or magnesium, like something that maybe like you actually do have a deficiency in, or maybe you actually do need like supplementation for. Like it's all just like, have this like clean coffee that's going to be keto to make you skinnier, and like take this thing that's so your body doesn't absorb fat from your pizza, and then like put this lotion on so you don't have cellulite. It's like, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad like watching this. It's not just the MLM, like the products are pissing me off. Like they're making me mad. Let me know in the comments like if you are as mad as I am, or also like, I don't know, have you ever tried It Works products and like, do they work? We're only 8 minutes in. We're only 8 minutes in and it's a lot. Okay. Now that I have ranted, let's continue.
Put it anywhere from the waist down or neck down. And I put mine on last night. It's a botanical cloth, and it helps, it absorbs into the skin and combs and tightens, and continues to work 3 days after you've taken it off. And I will use mine at least once a week. Anybody that's gone from, say they gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, maybe your skin hasn't gone to the right place as it was before, that is Skinny actually going to help with that. And then we have our hair care product. It's for every hair type and hair texture, and it's all natural. And then timeless.
Ooh, that's a claim. So she basically, if you couldn't hear her, she's saying that the Skinny Wrap, when you use it, it tones and tightens your skin, which it doesn't. It releases, like, it makes you sweat out water. But she's trying to claim that if you've had a lot of weight loss, basically she's saying if you have loose skin, the Skinny Wrap is going to tighten it, which is just patently false.
This is our newer product. It's the first of its kind. It's the only It Works has this product, and it is so simple to use. You just you pour a tablespoon into a glass of water every day and drink it like that. So studies have shown that for the 40 plus group, it helped decrease your biological cellular age by 12 years, you guys. 12 years, isn't that amazing? I'm like, whoa. And then with regards to, say, the 20 to 39 crowd, it helped cut their aging process in half. So
no, it didn't. I'm sorry. Obviously it didn't. If there was something that you could drink that would make your cells literally 12 years younger, we would have heard about it. We would have heard about it. Celebrities would be taking it. It would be expensive. Like, it would be more expensive than an It Works product, which are already overpriced due to the MLM structure. It would be so expensive. Like, people would be paying through the nose for it. Like, obviously, like, we're not stupid. Like, we see how products work in our economy, and we see, like, what people will do to look young, what people will do to get skinny. We see it. We see it. It wouldn't be this obscure MLM product that no one outside of the anti-MLM community or the MLM itself has ever heard of. Like, it just wouldn't be. All right, let's let her. Gosh. Can I get more than 2 minutes? I don't know.
Maybe if they chronologically age 2 years, biologically, cellularly, by taking timeless, they only age by 1 year. And so this is not just a visual thing. This is the internal stuff going on, right? So timeless is absolutely a one-of-its-kind product. And collagen helps not only with hair, skin, and nails, but it also helps with joint health. And also, some people say they take it just before bed and it helps them sleep better. So collagen definitely has its own unique benefits. This is my husband. So he used our thicker hair gummies and our root serum. So he's a tall...
What? Is there melatonin in the collagen or something? collagen doesn't help you sleep better. Like, what is, she's just pulling stuff out of her booty at this point. Like, what? The claims. This is wild. Are you guys seeing, like, are you guys seeing this? Like, am I crazy? I feel crazy. I
feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Please tell me in the comments if you have gotten this far. Like, this does not seem like bonkers to you. I feel bonkers. I feel bonkers.
Guy, he's 6'1", I'm 5'2", and I can't see the top of his head. So when these products came out, I'm like, he's a tall guy, he's skinny, he's naturally skinny, he didn't need to lose weight. So I'm like, okay, these are the products that you're gonna use, buddy. Okay, you're gonna be consistent about it. So I took pictures as is. He does have a beard, and he struggled with, like, in terms of the beard, he struggled with, okay, making it sure it's all like even and whatnot. So after 30 days of taking one thicker gummy a day and using the root serum and massaging it into his hair, and also he did massage it into his beard as well. And he says it helps with moisture and everything like that. You can see the difference. I mean, he was blown away. I showed him the before and after. He's like, I didn't realize I was thinning that much on top. And I'm like, he's like, I'm sold. He's like, I'm telling everybody. I'm showing everybody. So, and he's also in the business. And this is me.
Just take a biotin. I bet it's biotin or something. You can get it on Amazon. Like, or wherever. Not Amazon, not Target. Your local grocery store. It's so hard. Anyway, they gotta have something for the husbands. They gotta have something for the husbands to use. They can't just be, these products. I can't with these products. I feel like all common sense has left the chat.
I am 44 years old, and I've had 2 kids. I gained 80 pounds with each of my kids on purpose, because I ate topical breakfast every day. Okay, let's just say that. I was like, I'm allowed to eat what I want. But did you realize my before picture was not a post-pregnancy picture? You guys, I have been eating right. I have been exercising. This before picture was 7 years after I had my last baby. Okay, so it was, everybody tells me, like, wow, you must have just had your baby. No, that was just me just getting to my 40s. And things start changing, hormones start shifting, and that's what happened. Even though I was eating right and I was exercising 5 days a week, I still looked like that before the picture. I was frustrated. I didn't know what to do. These products, I'm like, let me just really embrace the products and start using them daily. And I wasn't strict. I splurged on the weekends, and that is my after, just by taking these products. So I went with the 30-day drop. That was one of the weight loss packs that I use every day. And then, of course, the Simply Aloe. And with regards to the cleanse is...
Take a shot. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. The only way to lose weight is if you are taking in fewer calories than you are expending. It is all your food. It is not a product that you're taking, unless that product is a prescription GLP-1 injection. Or I guess now they have a pill form. But no, and that is because it helps you feel full. So you take in fewer calories. It is all about your food. It's all about your food. So you changed your food. It's not just these supplements. And maybe it was the placebo effect or the overall psychological effect of being like, I'm going to start this business and I'm going to get skinny. And so you make your decisions accordingly, and you were eating less and you felt more motivated to eat healthy. It's making me crazy.
The 2-day thing that you can still eat on. You have a bottle before breakfast. You drink a bottle before dinner. And just eat clean during those 2 days. Drink plenty of water. And that also helps with not only gut health and gut health reset, but you can lose 3 to 10 pounds of toxic sludge that's built up in your intestine. I know, ew, gross, TMI, but it is. It's a fact, you guys. So this is important, not only for gut health, weight loss, cleanse is good for colon health. So that's something to keep in mind as we get older.
Okay. Toxic sludge built up in your intestines. Talk to your doctor. If your kidneys and liver are working correctly, and your colon, and you're getting enough fiber, you're not gonna have toxic sludge buildup. Like, if you're regular, you're fine. If not, eat some bran. Put some bran in your cereal. Drink some, what's it called? Metamucil. Those Olipop sodas. Take a probiotic, which, again, you don't have to get from an MLM. You can get from a grocery store. And it works fine. It works when it's not. It works. It's just, she's trying to make everybody afraid that suddenly they have all these problems that they don't have. And it's making me mad. Hey guys, I skipped the other two people who were just like talking about their results. The one thing I wanted to point out is they were like, it's not about skinny, it's about being healthy. And I'm like, all of your products, like there's one called SKNY. It is absolutely about being skinny. Why would you have a product that the whole point of it is to get rid of cellulite? Why would you have a wrap that the whole point of it is to like tone up your skin? It's about being skinny. It's like, it's not like the thing they're trying to talk about, the gut health thing. Like, just, you guys just get a probiotic from your local grocery store. Honestly, please take some Metamucil. If you're having trouble pooping and you're getting enough fiber and you're taking a probiotic, go talk to your doctor. Like, get a stool sample analyzed, like find out if there actually is something wrong with your gut, but do not buy an MLM gut reset. Like, that is just money down the drain. So we're going to get into, now we've moved on to the girl who's going to tell us about the business.
I'm so excited for this because now I get to chat about just starting the business. So whether you're, looking just to earn income in general, or maybe you want to use the products while making an extra income. So I'm excited for this. You don't need any experience to get started here with It Works. I know a lot of people kind of look at stuff like this and say, well, do I need a following? Do I need, do I need to grow? Do I need to have my social media be out there when I first joined? You don't need any experience with this business. I actually started with 57 Facebook friends, came from a small town. I did not know anybody. And so I really figured out like how quickly you can grow on social media with your business. There's no sales quotas here. You don't need to stock inventory, so you don't need to buy products.
And how long have you been in the business, Miss Ma'am? Like, yeah, all the people, I remember people from Beachbody saying that when they would share on National Wake Up Call, like, oh, I only had like a few Facebook friends, and there was one person who lived in the UP, because I just remembered that because that's where we go to vacation. And, that's very remote and all this stuff, but it's like they've always been in for a really long time. Like, there's always some catch. Like, you're not going to join late to an MLM without a following, without a network, and have success. It just doesn't happen because the system is not set up for it to happen that way. So unless you get really lucky and have a post go viral and get a huge following from that, that's about the only way. If you don't already have like a huge network or like a wealthy network, etc., the only way is to have a post go viral, and you can't really control if that happens. All right, let's get back.
To sell out of your home. We have a website, so when you have people interested, they will go on your website and it'll be mailed to them. So we don't have any inventory, no buying to sell, which is my absolute favorite part. Okay. So my absolute favorite part of this business is that we get to earn weekly bonuses here. And so I really want to...
Okay, I just want to clarify that if it seems like there are cuts, I have cut like some kind of dead space because this is an Instagram live of a live presentation. So there are people like speakers moving around, or they're changing slides, or people moving around or whatever. So I'm not cutting any like important context to make it look a certain way. Like I'm literally just reacting to the things that they're saying and cutting dead space. And I did cut the other testimonials of the products because the products make me really angry. So we talked about the products, we got the overview, we got the one woman's testimony. That's all we needed. So for full transparency, those are the things that I cut from this to react to the main points so that this video doesn't get so long.
To think about, right now, especially with the way the world is, the way the economy is right now, things are really tough, right? So I really want you to think about if you got deposited $150 in your bank account on Thursday next week, what would that do for you? If you just got $150, and really think about that, because for me, when I joined the business, I had no idea what I had my hands on. I didn't even know you could earn weekly bonuses, and that's just so huge right now, is just the weekly bonuses, because you get paid fast. And so I'm going to go over just a little bit about that. Okay, so the weekly bonus portion, I was going to say, I'd probably talk a little bit more about the weekly bonus before I go into the monthly. Okay, so just to show you here, like the possibilities with this business is endless. So you get to decide what you want to make out of this. So whether it be part-time income, whether it be full-time income, as you can see here on, there's different areas that you can achieve. So whether you're just looking for, $100 to $200 a month, that's possible. If you're looking to maybe, and I'm going to get to this when I share my story, maybe you are working two jobs and you just need something where you just want to maybe go down to, quit one of your jobs and maybe go down part-time. If you're looking to maybe replace your income.
They always talk about the possibilities, right? The possibility, it's possible. It's possible to achieve millions of dollars in an MLM, but it's extremely unlikely. And the only way to do it is by stomping all over a bunch of other people. So let's see, regardless of what she says, you can earn $100, $200 a month, whatever. Let's see what, I almost said prove it. It works is income disclosure. You know what? They are similar. Prove it. It works. Like they both are like trying too hard. It's like, we can prove, like it actually works. If I say it loud enough, if I name my company after it, you'll believe me. Okay, let's look at their income disclosure statement. That's why I was looking down. I was pulling up the income disclosure statement. Now, the most recent income disclosure statement I could find was 2022. So that's really interesting that they don't have one for 2023 or 2024. Usually for 2024, they would come out in like March or April of this year, 2025. So that's weird. That's weird that they don't even have one from 2023 because they should have two out. But anyway, most people are at the bottom rank, of course, of distributor, 85%. And the average active, so they're not inactive. The active distributor monthly average is $87. That's actually, for a monthly average, it's less than what you would pay for these supplements that they've talked about. But I thought it was going to say $87 a year. It also has the active distributor monthly high and monthly low. So, which is wild because $15,441 is the high and $1 is the low. It's like, this is all over the place. So they take out the inactive distributors, which must be people not buying enough. In Beachbody, you had to have 50 personal volume to stay active, which was like a tub of Energize wouldn't do it. That was only 40. So, and Shakeology was 90. So your Shakeology would keep you active. Recover, I think, was something that was exactly 50. Okay, so 85% of people making an average of $87 a month. Executive is the next, which is so funny because executive, you go from like bottom to executive. And executive is usually like several levels above a kind of entry-level worker. Regardless, Only 1.86 people are at that rank. And that I'm just going to do the average monthly is 407 after expenses or before expenses and taxes. Ruby, 6% are at Ruby. Monthly average is 660. Emerald, 1%, and they're making 1,100. So you have to be at the 4th rank, and the average is 1,100 per month before taxes and expenses. So, yeah. And then you go into these. Upper diamond is 2%, double diamond 1%, triple diamond 0.5%, presidential diamond 0.3%, and ambassador diamond is 0.1%. So odds are that $100 to $200 a month of extra income, you're not even at the lowest level where 85% of people are, you're not even going to see that. At the second level, that the average is 407. Okay, you'd have to get to the second level. 1.86% of people, so 2%, I'll be generous, 2% of people even get to the second level. So, and like I've talked about, it can all come down like a house of like a house of cards at any time. It's extremely volatile. If someone under someone who's holding a rank somewhere goes inactive, your whole rank goes kersplat and you're back to where you started.
Now a full-time income, that's absolutely possible. So I love that there's so many possibilities. It's uncapped income. So whatever you decide you want to make, that is absolutely possible for you. And then same thing here, you can see, which I'm really excited about this because you can see on average what you can make based on the level that you're looking to go. So like I said, whether you just want a couple extra $100 a month, that's absolutely possible. Whether you're looking for, just to replace, maybe go down to part-time. If you're looking to do this full-time, you can just kind of see here on average what you can make here with it at It Works.
You want to just talk about the community?
Oh, yeah. And so I love the community here at It Works. There's nothing like it. To me, there's nothing out.
That's really interesting. So she actually pulled up the income disclosure statement. And did you hear how she presented it? Wow. She presented it as if like, oh, here are the average monthly amounts for just like whichever you choose to do. You don't choose your rank in an MLM. You can try as hard as you want to try to hit whatever rank you want to hit, and it completely depends on other people. It depends on how many people you can recruit and how many people they can recruit and how many people they can recruit. It is never just up to you or even just up to the people that you recruit. It is several levels down, and everybody has to stay active and hold their rank in order for you to hit the rank that you want to hit. Unless you have a giant downline, you're not going to see those upper ranks. No matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you try, especially in 2025. But did I mention, I noticed that she said, oh, in this economy, times are hard. You probably want extra money. Did I not? Nostradamus. The MLM Huns are coming for you. When the economy gets bad, the MLM Huns, they come out and they're like, I have a way for you to make extra money. Don't fall for it. Don't let them in.
Out there, like the community of It Works. And so we like to have fun here at It Works. I absolutely love the events that we get to host and be a part of. And I think there's just something so special about being in the same room with somebody who, where they're at. And so these are just some photos here that you can see of the company just getting together, going to an event, just having so much fun, getting to rub shoulders with different people, hearing stories. It's just such an inspiration. Now let's talk about how to get started with the business. So we have a couple different options to get started with. So you can get started with our Slimmer Starter Pack, which is our Skinny Gummies and our Slimmer.
I mean, I've talked about this before. The events are just manipulation tactics. Like, it gives you this sense of being a part of something bigger than yourself. You get to meet these people that you've only seen online, and you feel like you're a part of this community, but it's all conditional. It's all transactional. You have to perform. You have to recruit and sell and hit your numbers and like have this present this certain type of personality. It wasn't just that I was a diamond or a star diamond or trying to achieve premier and elite, and I never did. It wasn't that I wasn't good enough to achieve premier or elite. I was also judged on my clothing, my style, my Instagram following, my just so many things about me, my education, the fact that I have an undergrad degree and I have a master's degree, that was constantly like shat upon. Was like, oh, you don't need that. Like, you know, you wasted all this like time and money and you're going to make like way more money in Beachbody. Like who you are it's a lot of mean girls. And not being a mom, I was judged for, and not having a partner. I couldn't even like talk about being ace aro and kind of that aspect of myself with people in Beachbody, because if you were the people who you've seen me react to Amy Mashburn and how she thought of herself as like the black sheep in Beachbody, that she was like non-traditional compared to all of these like evangelical Christian stay-at-home moms. And it's like, literally, ma'am, you are also like a white cis able-bodied stay-at-home mom. Like, you're just not Christian. She's just regular generic spiritual, which is fine. Like, I'm not here to judge anybody's religion, but it's like, if you do not fit into the narrowest of boxes and following like kind of heteronormative, like capitalistic scripts, you are like super judged in MLMs. And those community events are just, it's not real community. It's not real community if they don't care about you as a person. It's just not.
Skinny gummies are, they target things at your hips, your love handles, midsection, and then our Slimmer is your appetite control. And then pack number 2, if you're a coffee drinker, like me and you got...
What you just said, it's not about being skinny, it's about being healthy. And then one of your starter packs is called the Slimmer Starter Pack, and 2 of the products are called Skinny and Slimming. Like, how is it not about being skinny again? Like, how? What?
Absolutely love coffee. This is one I actually started with when I started my business a couple of years ago. Is our skinny coffees, our keto coffee, and then
I also have to talk about the fact that they use the word love handles, and I read it on the website earlier. Like, you're like, what is this, 1993? Like, just, they're still using, this is why this is like ringing so misogynistic to me. Like, they're still using things like love handles. Why don't you also use like the words like saddlebags and muffin top? Like, just use them all. Like, if you're going full like 90s like diet culture body hate, like, just do them all.
Also those skinny gummies. And then maybe you're like, well, I don't really need to lose weight, I don't need appetite control, I'm looking for maybe skincare, hair care kind of thing. You can start with our Healthy Hair Starter Pack. It comes with our shampoo and conditioner and our leave-in conditioner. And this stuff, you guys, is amazing. I have this whole hair collection, and just my hair feels different, and it feels, soft and silky, and it smells amazing. It's all natural. So everything in this shampoo, you guys, is all backed up by natural ingredients. So that's what I love the most about it. We also have a 4th option to get started in the business. So this is something we just came out with a couple months back, where let's say, you want to try the products, right? So you talk about getting started with the products, but maybe you're at a spot right now where, I don't know if, I really want to add these to my budget right now. You guys, literally for $39 do the business, would you want that option? And I'm like, if I can drink coffee and make money, like, I'm all about that.
It's so basic. It's so like old school MLM. Like, it's an in-person thing. I don't know if they gave any samples or if there's anything going on, if this is like a party, but it's giving like MLM home party. And then they're talking about the products and they're like, oh, get started on the products. And then like, oh, if you can't afford them, like, why not make some extra money? Like, they're kind of weaving the like business opportunity like in through it. They're acting like the products are the most important thing. Yeah, it's wild.
So you can choose any of our products that you want. So maybe if those three starter options, maybe you kind of want something that's a little bit more specific to your goals and needs, you can edit that, and any products or anything total over 50, you can add that $39 license on.
You can tell your story, right?
Okay, yeah. So a little bit about me. So if I haven't got a chance to meet you, I'm Dakota. I am a double diamond from Southern Michigan. I have been in the business now for almost 7.
Also, just the audacity to be like, you need a license to distribute this. Like it's some kind of official thing. Like, no, you don't need a license to become an MLM rep, please.
Years, which is so crazy to think about just how quick, like it's almost been a decade since I've joined, so that's so crazy to think about. So I joined this business a year out of high school. I had no idea what I wanted to do out of high school, let alone for the rest of my life. And I feel like we're taught right in high school, like you have to figure it out now. And that's where I was, because my mom was a single mom, and it was hard for her to support 2 daughters by herself. So I had to figure it out quick. So when I found this business, I was working 2 jobs. I was a full-time bank teller 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I was working at our local Subway. On top of that, I was doing online college classes 3 days a week. So I was busy, I was tired. I feel like I did not have a life, and that's just not a way a 19-year-old should be living. And so I knew something needed to change. I prayed on it, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and one of my friends was posting about the keto coffee. And I'm like, okay, I'm exhausted, not just mentally, but physically I'm exhausted. I feel like I, literally work, school, and sleep. So I'm like, I need energy, I need coffee. So we chatted about the coffee, and I was at a position in my life where I'm like, I can't, add anything extra in. So maybe that's you right now. Maybe you're chatting with somebody about the products, and you're like, I'm in a tight spot right now. My sponsor shared the business opportunity with me, and I'm like, okay, if I can drink coffee and make money, like, I literally gave her my credit card to sign up. Like, I was ready to join, and I was one of those people, you guys, when I first joined, I didn't know what I had my hands on. I dug into the business. It took me a couple months to get started. So if you're watching and that's you right now, it's everybody just has a unique story with their business, and that's what I love about this. So it took me getting to my very first event, so kind of like where we're at right now, getting to this event, and that completely changed the game for me, just being in the same room with people who want more.
It makes me sad. She was 19. She was a year out of college. She was in a vulnerable position, age and economically, and she's been in it for 7 years, so she got in early and she recruited a ton of people into it. I feel like at this point you have to know the way that you're making money. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Maybe she really thinks she's helping people. I don't know, but it's sad. It says we still have 15 minutes left. I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored, you guys. I don't know what else is. It's so repetitive, these MLM Hun presentations. No, 11 minutes left. Okay, we can do this.
It really just inspired me that, okay, I'm not just doing a little business. I'm doing something that could literally change my life. And so a couple months after that, you guys, I hit the first rank of Ruby, and I was able to quit my weekend job. And just that alone was so much freedom for me, having my weekends back. Just that alone completely changed it. And then about 6 months after that, you guys, I hit the rank that's diamond. And I made a promise to myself that if I stayed at that rank, making more than I was in my full-time job, I would come home full-time as a 20-year-old. And I did that, so
to go on a socialist rant. We had a feminist rant earlier. Now, brief socialist rant. You shouldn't have to have a job. If you have a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, you shouldn't have to have a job on your weekends. Regardless of what that job is, doesn't matter. If you're a bank teller, if you are a cashier, if you are flipping burgers, if you are a lawyer, whatever it is, that job should pay enough for you to live and live at a good standard of living. Because you know what? We need bank tellers. We need cashiers. I went to Aldi on my lunch break the other day to go grocery shopping. Like, we need people who work at grocery stores. So I do not believe in like low skill or like low wage, whatever. Minimum wage should be the minimum that people need to live a good, decent quality of life, not to avoid dying. You shouldn't have to have another job on the weekends. If you are working 40 hours a week, regardless of what you are working, I'm not saying everybody in the world should make the same exact wage, but I am saying they should make enough to live. And how did COVID not teach us that certain jobs are essential, even if like we as a society don't value them and don't compensate them as much as certain other jobs? Like, they are essential. We need people to stock shelves at the grocery store. We need people to be cashiers at convenience stores. We need people to make food for us. Like, pay them. Pay the bank teller. If she's there 40 hours a week, she should be making a full-time income. Like, why is this so hard? She's doing her job. Maybe it's not brain surgery. I'm not saying she should get paid the same as a brain surgeon. No one's saying that. But she should get paid enough to live so she doesn't have to work another job on the weekends and then get recruited by a predatory MLM and then recruit other people into a predatory MLM. I'm saying this is how it all interconnects. Economics, politics, everything is interconnected.
I retired myself at 20 years old. I'm 26, so I've been doing this business now going on 6.5 years as my full-time income. And so it's just the things that this business has done for us, you guys. Like, I have no idea where I would be if I didn't say yes to this.
You're not retired. You're a 1099 independent contractor for It Works. You're working right now. That's not retirement. My parents are retired. They do not have jobs. They travel. My dad golfs. They do all sorts of stuff. They are actually retired. You are not retired. You are working at this very event. And you don't have any retirement through It Works. And you joined at 19. What if no one told you to open up a Roth IRA because your work is not providing that for you? What if you don't have any investments? Like, what? No one's told you these things. Your work's not telling you these things. Like, hopefully she does. Hopefully someone told her to open up an IRA or a self-employed IRA or something so that she has investments for actual retirement that she can't touch until she's like 55 and a half, when It Works inevitably goes crashing into the ground. Interesting that they haven't put out an income disclosure statement the last 2 years. I wonder what it would show us. Is there something they don't want us to see?
Business when I did. It's allowed us to buy our first home. I've been able to pay off $20,000 worth of debt, credit card debt, car loan, a house loan. And so I've been able to do that. And then also with our wedding coming up, y'all know wedding planning. If you have planned a wedding or are planning a wedding, it's expensive. And so because of this business, you guys, this is literally paying for our whole entire wedding. This is always like a touchy subject for me, but I feel like I need to share it because it just goes to show you guys like what the possibilities are here. Because life is going to unexpectedly happen, right? Expenses are going to just come up out of nowhere. I lost my dad in June of last year, and because of this opportunity, you guys, he did not have life insurance. So we had to come up in a week $10,000 to make his funeral happen.
My job is also paying for my car and my rent and paying for any party that I want to throw. That's what jobs are supposed to do. If that's your full-time job, then yeah, you're paying for your wedding with the money you made selling fake ass products.
We weren't going to be able to put on a funeral. Because of this business, we were able to put down half of that cost, and the other remaining costs literally came from my customers, came from my distributors, came from sideline team members, came from uplines. They all got together, and we all made this happen for him in literally a week, you guys, because of this business. So that just goes to show you, life's going to unexpectedly happen, and I choose to let my business be a blessing instead of a burden. And sometimes when life gets hard, we step away, and that's where we need to lean in, because I'm going to allow this to change my life, and if I stepped away, I would have...
It's another failure of capitalism, that we can't even afford to bury our loved ones when they pass away. That it costs $10,000 to get a cremation, funeral, like all that stuff. And like you have to pay it. Like it's wild. It's wild how expensive it is to die. I'm just like, so get life insurance if you can. Like, don't put that on your loved ones. Okay. I'm done. So they're just having a couple people who are newer on their team kind of share, and I can't hear very well, but we got the gist, right? We got some good rants in this one. It just seems like all of It Works products are incredibly misogynistic and gross, and their income disclosure statement from 2022 it's not the worst income disclosure statement I've ever seen. And that's the highest praise literally I can give it. But I will tell you guys, so I figured out what I was trying to workshop last week. I want to call it the vital behaviors. So in Beachbody, we had the 3 vital behaviors, which were personal development, be a product of the product, and when I first joined, it was invite, 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 and then it turned into attract, connect, invite. So those were the 3 vital behaviors. And allegedly, if you would do them, you would grow your business. But of course, being an MLM, didn't work like that. But now, this is the new segment. It's like, what are your vital behaviors now? That's what I was trying to like figure out. I was like, oh, I want to do a segment that's kind of like, what are we up to now that we're not in an MLM? So instead of personal development, what are we reading? I am still reading the second book of the Artifacts of Uranus series, but by the time this video goes up, I will probably have moved on to the third one because I'm a very fast reader. I also like to listen to audiobooks. Recently, I've gotten more into audiobooks, and I'm listening to an audiobook called Alive and Wells. It's a cowboy romance. I kind of like it. The MMC, if I use the word MMC or FMC, that's male main character and female main character. If you're not familiar with the bookish vernacular, it is, he's a little bit, I like when they're like broody and kind of grumpy, like that's fun, but he's kind of I'm starting to roll my eyes at him a little bit when it's his POV, because he's like, oh, everyone always leaves the ranch, like when she inevitably leaves, like everyone always leaves me. I'm like, okay, you're getting a little bit into Eeyore territory. but the spice just hit, which it's pretty good spice. So that's what I'm reading and listening to. I was very into podcasts for a while, like fun podcasts, not like personal development podcasts, but ever since I discovered audiobooks, it makes me want to go for a walk more. And then this year so far, I have read 105 books this year, and none of them are personal development, self-help books. So that's my replacement of personal development, my be a product of the product. So for that section, it's just like, what are you loving right now? Or what are you doing for your exercise now that you're not in an MLM? Or if your MLM was not fitness related, like kind of what products did you have? And then which ones have you switched to? So I have just picked up some Alani Nu Witch's Brew pre-workout, which is like a caramel apple. So obviously I'm very ready for fall. And I have my Not Shakeology. I'm still drinking Orgain, and I'm doing Heather Robertson workouts. So those are the product of the product for me. And the invite is just kind of like, what's going on with like your free time now that you're not in an MLM? Like, what's your social, my bestie, her birthday is today. So I'm planning to do something with her this week. And I have an audition coming up this week. And if I get cast, I will not be looking at other people in the cast as potential recruits for my MLM. I can just make friends. And so that would be awesome. But I plan to have a good time with that. So what are your vital behaviors now that you're not in an MLM? If you were never in an MLM, you're probably like, this is just being a person and living life. But one of the things I like to look on the bright side with, I like to be like, hey, I can appreciate the more like mundane and boring and kind of everyday things about life because I'm not consumed with the MLM anymore. And that's a beautiful thing. So those are my vital behaviors. What are your vital behaviors? I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope it's cooling down wherever you are and you're getting excited for sweater weather. And give your pets a kiss on their little heads for me. Oh, during that, I played some footage of Dove. I'm going to play some footage of Dove searching in her toy box for the toy that she wanted, which was really, really cute. I'm like, you are so smart. Dovey. She's sleeping. Anyway, so she searched through her toy box for whatever toy she wanted, and then she got out the toy that she wanted, and she batted it around the living room. And it was real cute. It was a Christmas mouse from her Christmas advent calendar that her grandparents gave her. So it was amazing. So I hope you're doing well. I hope your pets are doing well. And if you liked this video, if you made it this far, please subscribe if you want to see more of this. If you find MLM content, manifestation content, any of that kind of stuff on the internet, please email me, slide into my DMs, alert me. And obviously we're going to have to check in with the Frenemies group on a regular basis because there's always stuff going on there. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.
What does perfect even mean?